Introducing the all-new Corolla.
Matson today issued a news release announcing its request for a new $275 charge that will be imposed on all containers coming to or being sent from Guam, the CNMI, and the other islands in Micronesia. Separately, Matson wants another $75 West Coast terminal handling charge added to both westbound and eastbound containers coming to and leaving from our region. It comes to an additional $350 cost on every container. Matson wants the new fees to take effect on January 26 next year, and they've applied to the Surface Transportation Board and the Federal Maritime Commission for approval. Port Oversight Chair Senator Tom Addis says he's shocked by the steep increase and has written to Matson seeking an explanation.
It was really rather shocking to me. I did send a message to the general manager expressing that, I've heard of the term rate shock, but I'm not quite sure how to describe this increase by Matson.
Matson's release quotes Senior Vice President for Ocean Services, David Hobbs, as explaining that in recent years our operating costs have continued to rise, necessitating this adjustment. The increase will also support ongoing investments in our service to the region. And Matson remains committed to continuing to provide Guam and Micronesia with a modern, reliable ocean transportation infrastructure. Not a sufficient explanation for Senator Addis.
No, I think the justification was to be able to pay for all the investments that they're making in this region. But, however, I mean, we've always seen when the large increases are going to come in, normally they try to transition it in and let the consumers adjust to it. But to overnight just increase it by $325 per can is really quite shocking.
Most of what we buy, from food to consumer items, is shipped to Guam, and Matson is the only shipper providing service direct from the U.S. mainland to the island after Horizon Lines pulled out in October of 2011. Senator Addis points out that this rate increase comes on top of the port's own plans to add additional container fees to pay for the port's modernization plans. And the senator is miffed that Matson provided no advance notice of the whopping new increases.
I'm concerned that now there's going to be, people are just going to be able to buy less because things are much more expensive. And then on top of that, I know that the port is in the midst of getting ready to transmit its petition also for its rate increase so that they can fund their port modernization. So, the timing is just really terrible. But probably worst of all, I think, was just not having the courtesy of at least saying, hey, this is coming down, and then rather than being surprised.
A call for comment to Matson's office here on Guam was not returned as of news time. Kevin Kerrigan, PNC News.